Hey family, while following the case of Angel Anurag Podar, a Pandora's box of government's abject failure and bullying is opening up. I have 10 questions. First, why did the Election Commission not take notice of the difference in the dates of Durga Mata Visarjan applicable in Munger? And even when EC announced the dates, why did the local administration not inform the Election Commission of this enormous event and seek a fresh date? The Election Commission has been doing this for 70 years. Why this lapse that put unnecessary pressure on the machinery of Munger? Secondly, when Lipi Singh's father, RCP Singh, is a senior member of JDU and Nitish Kumar's right hand man, why was she assigned election duty? Is it not conflict of interest? Especially when in the past she has had a controversial meddling record like with Bahubali and Anand Singh. And remember, she went in a member parliament official vehicle to seek Anand Singh to Bihar, a lapse that can cause trouble for a regular officer. Even her IAS husband has election duty. Who will take responsibility for this weird corruptness in the election process? Thirdly, why did Lipi Singh not prepare for the Visarjan event in advance? She knew the timings and the customs, and since this is an age old tradition, all the information must be readily available to her. If she and her team went batshit crazy at the last minute, does it not show how severely incompetent and lacking in preparedness she was for a regular event? How sloppy and idiotic to force breaking a prescribed age old Visarjan sequence of the goddesses because Lipi Singh was sleeping on the job. 4. If her blatant lies are to be believed, and someone did fire from the crowd, then whose responsibility was it to ensure that the crowds are free from any dangerous firearms? Also, whatever the police cooked up, the fact of the matter is that there was absolutely no reason to shoot. No reason at all. If police can show restraint in Kashmir, it can very well show it in India's small town with regular everyday people. 5. Where were the paramedics? Why was the local administration not prepared for any unforeseen circumstances in the largest celebration of Munger? 6. The SP of Munger now, Manavjeet Singh Dhillon, said that an FIR has been lodged against security personnel involved in an unauthorized and unwanted lathi charge. So, dear all, the FIR is not on the police firing, it is just for the lathi charge. Also, how sloppy and useless is the police that they could not even protect their own police stations from angry mobs. They ran away rather than do their duty of protecting the government property. Why were they trying to project the out of control image of Munger's people? Should the police not to be asked to compensate for the damages? 7. Who were the men in civilian clothes who were thrashing the unarmed defenseless palaki bearers? Is it true that the most vicious one who can be seen in the video as a deranged demon is Lipi Singh's social media manager and fixer, who has in the past too intimidated reporters against publishing the truth about her allegedly? 8. Is it true that Lipi Singh was airlifted by a chopper and taken to Patna to her father? Who authorized that? Who paid for it? Could it be that Lipi Singh was airlifted with our taxpayers' money while basic ambulances were not made available to the injured on the road? 9. What is this weird PR exercise that Lipi Singh has such an obsession with? Is she aspiring to be a B grade Bollywood heroine with her constant reality show type drama of showcasing herself dressed up in combative outfits and carrying AK 47s while a camera person follows her around? Is there no protocol of decorum? What is she, an SP or Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh? 10. Who will take the responsibility for the illegal intimidation and torture, both physical and mental, of the youth rounded up by the corrupt Munger police and carried to Kajra, Dharara, and other police stations to coerce a confession from them? Is it Indian police or East India Company soldiers? Who ordered this demonic move? There are still some youth missing. Who will tell us where they are? Lipi Singh is a poster child of what is wrong with Indian police today. She is like that idiotic child of a mighty father, where the father is hell-bent on ensuring her success by hook or by crook, using the entire state machinery at his disposal thanks to his deep relations with Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. Munger's shooting is a diabolical mistake of the police and mismanagement of the administration, and instead of taking any corrective action to make sure it never happens again, it seems hell-bent on covering it up. The sense of entitlement of the bureaucracy and the police is boundless. They live in the mindset of a Gora Sahib ruling over us natives. As of now, I'm not getting any sense on how justice would prevail in Munger, or that we will be able to honor the life of a promising youth of India cruelly cut short. What is your understanding? Please share. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow.